Motortail Adventures YouTube channel is awesome.
When I actually started this channel off, and you know what I was like, I used to get in my motorhome and just talk a bit of babble, and there's been so many people, lots of people have said through your sort of little hints and tips and stuff, Joff, it's been really valuable information. So at the end of the day, it's absolutely set to continue. The difference between camper vans and motorhomes is exactly the same. Something actually made me laugh earlier on. We'll come to some more information in a minute, but we had an actual comment about the only thing is now, Joff, you will not get motorhomes waving to you when you're in a camper van. And we understand, mate, we totally understand the fact that when you ride a Harley Davidson, a person on a BMW will not wave to you, and vice versa. And also, yeah, another sort of little example that I had was when you're in the VW fraternity, if you're water cooled, the air cooled will not wave to you. So we're all kind of used to that. We wave to everybody because we're kind of happy people. But anyway, back to the solutions and little tips. So we, as you know, we're starting to wind down with the 690G. And what we've always tried to do, and when I was just actually got to this stage where Caroline's like, just leave the bin liner in the bin for the time being, because I've still got some wiping around to do, the final wipe around and stuff. So the bin liner is still in the bin, and we've always used this, and I've actually, when we do actually empty it, we have some more bin liners to a bin liner will go in fresh. It's just like the routine thing we've always done. And anyway, then I was just actually looking at this bin, and people with Bursners with this style bin know what I'm talking about, as yours actually stayed in good condition. And have you actually got, maybe you don't know about the little, so up here there's this little, it's a brush and a dustpan. For anybody that doesn't know, I'm going to eject it now. So it just sits up, and basically that just comes out of there. A lot of them get lost. They're like, did we ever have one? And they've put it in their waste bin. But it's just a little thing that you can use, a dustpan and brush. And so even down to them little details, it's just nice to get it back as it was when we picked her up. How nice is that? Which then brings me on to the things that we actually never got round to using. And it's a mad thing. I've got these little thermos flasks, okay? You've probably seen them before if you watch me, okay? This is just sorry, because I need a cup of coffee. So I'm kind of do you know what? I love these little things, and maybe, I just said to Caroline, maybe I can get these positioned in a better, more accessible place, so it's going to remind me they're there. And I'm just going to pour myself one up, actually. And the other thing I was instructed was don't touch the table. Don't put anything on the table. So here we go. Look at this. And I've actually, and I'm going to have to be very careful and not make a mess, because I will be in trouble. But yeah, it's going to be absolutely piping hot because I've only just made it. Oh yeah, it's good. And yeah, so that's my little thermos flask anyway. And we've been carrying these cups around. There will be some more stuff, probably. Is this motorhome related? Coffee cups? It's all motorhome related and camper van related, isn't it? We need coffee and we need something to consume it out of. And we have actually carried, we've got our travel mugs that normally go in the front. We've got these ones here, which we call our Sunday best. We've got our Silway ones that fit on the magnet up the back here. And we're kind of how many coffee cups do we actually need to take? And these ones here, I said to Caroline, what I'm going to do, and she's in the idea of actually like keeping them in the boxes. So we're going to try and get these cupboards and stuff sorted out. So we're going to sort of have our really nice thermos flasks, our really nice coffee cups. Let me get this coffee cup out and show you anyway, because this is my Sunday. It's Sunday, isn't it? Yes, yeah, Sunday, yeah. So Sunday best adventure. These are Port Merion, I think. Sarah Miller Port Merion, they're called. So they're a bit super duper. But Caroline's is totally different to this. It's not a matching pair, so we got one each, and they're beautiful. Like, it's just like nice cups of coffee. Cups. You think I'm? Yeah, I probably am. I'm absolutely raving. But anyway, back to another thing that we've never used. Anybody that's used like van bits for alarm systems and tracking systems and stuff like that. So when they install a alarm system, they give you this loop wire. So underneath this van there's a socket where you can plug that in on the outside of the van, and what it does is then this little wire joins together like that. If this ever gets broken, it breaks the circuit for the alarm system. So if you've got your push bikes outside, you've got them on your rack at the back outside, you've got expensive reclining chairs, a nice table maybe, what else would you have outside, a little scooter, anything like that you want to secure on your alarmed system, you just plug that in and loop it through. This, guys, has never been used. We've never used this. It's a absolutely fantastic idea, okay, and bit of innovation. And it was under the driver's seat. I knew where it was all along. Never ever felt the need to actually use it, and there it is. So that stays with this van. Okay, this will be, I'm just going to put it actually back in the position up the front. I'm leaving it out so I can kind of explain when we get, you know, so just explain to people that this is what it is and whatever. That's that. Talking about alarm systems, I've already actually spoken to the guys that fitted the alarm system on this van, and we will be returning for our next installation with them, so we'll probably end up with another one of these as well. So it's all good news. And yeah, so alarm system again, we've and what happens, I've got a tracker subscription running, and if there was a large lump of time left on that subscription, they will actually transfer it, but I don't know whether we'll get, so mine normally runs to about July, I don't know. So you get your first year in the price of the tracker when you have it installed, and then after that it's down to you. And they do give a 3-year option, the MetaTrack, for you can pay for like a 3-year subscription, which I used to do it like yearly just in case anything changes. So I've only got about, yeah, it's going to be down to 6 months, 5 at the moment. We're down to 5 months left, so we'll see what happens on that one. Yeah, and so and all them little fobs for the MetaTrack, they all go into your folder. We keep all that in our big bag with all the information. We have the user manual for the Burstner. We have all the books for all the refrigerator, for the oven, for the everything that is related to the van that came new goes with the van. So just gonna have another waz down on the coffee. And just while I have my little interval of more coffee, we just wanted to do a massive shout out to everybody that's given us so much positivity over our transition between this one and the van conversion. I think people are kind of like starting to understand, you know, the kind of maybe just that slight bit more versatility of a camper van and some of the features on the camper van over this one. So and we and we want to like talk, we always like sort of talking about these kind of possibilities and whatever's going on, and me and Caroline were actually talking about our little DeLonghi that's still sat down here purring away, the thermostatically controlled one, as we always have it in here this time of year, just ticking over, keeping everything nice and warm. We were talking about this one as thinking, because we never used to take it in the summer. We don't take it in the summer. That comes out, and what we're thinking now is the fact that probably in the smaller van, we're just literally going to when the van stood up, obviously we'll have a heater in it. This exact heater, this has been absolutely bulletproof, this original DeLonghi, and we've had this for a long time. How long have you guys got one of these? And this was one of our very first investments when we came into the campervan world. I'm learning that. So yeah, so what we're probably going to do with the camper van is just literally, when the camper van is dormant, then it's still going to be sat in here ticking along as per, but when we actually get the hell out of here and go on our trips, even down to the fact that maybe even on a winter trip, we're getting that feeling that the camper van is going to be a little bit more kind of like cozy, and that blown heat in, firing that on. Give us a comment. What do you think? Maybe if you were going up into the snow mountains, I don't know. What we always, what do you think? So that is that one. That is the heater. So I think the other thing with being totally disciplined with even a tablecloth on the table, let me just drag all that over there, and we just love getting in motorhomes where the table has got no marks on the table whatsoever, and that tablecloth that we use is just saved the day, even down to sort of, like I say, I'm just being totally respectful today. I've had my instructions, and so knives and forks on the table, stuff like that, just pristine. Anyway, more coffee. So this is the actual first time I've actually used this thermos flask, and I said to Caroline, I really want to get back into using it. It's even got a little spoon in the lid. Right, let's get that out of there. Look at that, even, and it's quite a big spoon as well. Look at the size of that. And so if you're having I've not done it yet. I want to have vegetable soup in the mountains. Are you tasting it? Some beautiful vegetable soup. It's it's a crazy world we're living in. But there we go. And this is, guys, I've had this for so long and absolutely not enjoyed it. Like I'm even actually enjoying it today, talking to you guys. And that is hot. Whoa. So the next thing I was going to talk about is we actually popped in to Curry's today, the electrical people, and we were checking out some of the air fryers. So we had, in this one, from the word go, we had a little white one, and still it's come out today. The box, we always used to plonk it back in the box, and the box is actually now getting a little bit battered, but it's quite tall, and we're kind of thinking there's a space that is down. So we got in the camper van, we got the fridge coming down, and then you got the oven down below that, and ovens. Again, this one here has been used about twice, so it's not all the world. It's always there. Gas oven. So compressor fridge in the new camper van, so we haven't got to be worrying about like gas leak on the fridge, stuff like that. And compressor fridges, more efficiency, stuff like that. No fridge vents on the outside. The vents, we always like going about the fridge vents. We're going to eliminate that, so we're not going to get any issues with the rain coming into the vents. There's another thing. So yeah, and down below then the oven is this very nice square box, and we're kind of like, what are we going to put in there? Air fryer possibly. This is what we do. We normally sit and talk about things. Yeah, we're definitely not normal, are we? But so we normally sit down and talk about things, and where we're going to put things, and make it, how many times we're going to use it, and how accessible do we want it. Is it something that's going to be, so that's all sort of in the pipeline. But we did see a beautiful one of these little ninjas. And they had the actual air fryer, does all that kind of stuff, doesn't it? Loads of different features on them now. Sat there, and it's a real kind of nice size, and it's kind of square. It's not this kind of big domey shaped thing anymore. It's a really nice, almost square shape, and we're kind of like, that is looking mighty interesting. So watch this space on that one. So we might be having a little change on there. The next thing we've been talking about is our induction hob, that single plate induction hob. And for the amount of time we tend to use the air fryers a lot more, whether you want to be warming up a pasty, a sausage roll, you can do all that in there, okay? Roast potatoes, all that kind of stuff that roast, the whole thing. Halogen oven out the door, induction hob out the door, get a bit more minimalistic, and yeah, so we'll see what happens on that one. Cooking stuff, and yeah, I said to Caroline, the other great thing is the fact that with these little air fryers now, you can just, in the good weather, it's just outside, isn't it? On your small table outside. Boom, off you go. Yeah, we're looking at the moment, we got the two table, we got all these like things, but I said to Caroline today, I said literally we are going to be trimming. I want to be, I did say in one of the comments, the Berliner Express. We want to be super light, super nimble, and so yeah, that's kind of like this vision I've got at the moment, is to be super sleek and minimise down, try and use the things that you have actually got a little bit more. Back to the bedroom area, we have now fished out our sponges that have been wrapped up and been in captivity and never actually used. And so we got the nice rectangular one that sits in there, and then we've got the other panel bit that comes in the front. So what we've done is just to actually get it back in the van and put it where it's supposed to be, and the little ladder. So this ladder fits in the compartment in the floor, which, you know, like I say, we've never ever used it. There's the old original ladder, and I've left it out so again they can see what. So we just got to. It just gives you. That's with the van. I don't want to tuck it down in the floor, but that would normally be sat down in the floor, out of the way, and. Cool, it's all good, it's all looking good. We were discussing, because we bought some extra lights with this. We've had like USB plugs. I think it originally came, leave us a comment if you've bought one of these recently. How many USB plugs did it come with on the power rail? We think this one actually only came with one at the back in the middle, and one on the inside the lounge. So that's what we've like done. All the other ones are potentially our kind of ones that we've put in. So that is that. Okay, we're heading on round, and it was a while back, we actually bought the Megasat TV in Germany, and we actually installed this TV bracket up here, okay? And the guys where we actually, it's one of them beautiful, like fold out, you can pull it right out here. It's a really incredible, good quality bit of kit. The only thing was, the guy actually said to us at the time, it's got a sticky adhesive on the back of it that you remove the strip, and then but make sure you know where you want to put it, and once it's been placed on there, it's not coming off. So there's 6 very short screws that go in. They're the right length, so they're not going to penetrate into the shower area, okay? So that TV bracket just clips up there. It's a real nice sturdy bit of kit, literally. Yeah, I love it. But that is actually staying on. We are not going to attempt taking that off, because it will damage this panel totally, and you know, we're not prepared to, it's just not worth that kind of aggravation. So that is going to stay there, and so again, it's going to be pretty useful to somebody. And bearing in mind, we never ever drilled any, we ran some wires up to power our TV from underneath, so basically there was nothing apart from the 6 screws and the adhesive fitting of the bracket that's been touched, so which is great. And while we're on the subject of adhesive materials and things like that, let me just shut this fridge door so you can see me a bit better. We're leaving that open just to keep it nice and vented. The books in there. Okay, there is another big folder as well. That's back to the adhesive strips. So the camper board now is disappeared, and it's back to the original head restraints. Underneath that camper board, I placed a Silway magnetic strip, and again, in the other video from the other night, you saw what a sin, the 3 strips that is these 3 strips on here. And again, so this kind of like Silway stuff is kind of nice. Is it a little bit like gimmicky? What do you guys think about the Silway stuff? Very lucrative. We were kind of saying, so we were sort of talking about this and saying, like, are we going to place these kind of adhesive strips in our new camper van drawer system? Because if you need to remove these, it's made to stay on there. So it's all staying. It's all staying on there, and like I say, this, I don't know what you guys think about drawer systems and stuff like that. I'm going to get into that as well, and try and, because I don't want to run the risk of putting these in the drawer, and unless they stay in the drawer, you carry on like these. I don't know. What do you think? Leave us a comment. Again, the wooden chopping board style has been removed, the bamboo chopping board, and we've got the original Bursner one back in as it was, pristine condition. There it is. So yeah, just putting this video out again, guys, and like I say, we just like to keep everybody up to speed, and like I say, all them people that have commented about the valuable tips, you know, whether it be fitting the seat covers, putting a tablecloth on the table, it's all about sort of protecting your kind of like investment, massive amounts of money invested in your leisure. And we want to sort of try and retain the best of it you possibly can. That's what it's all about. So we yeah, want to like thank everybody for their super comments been having through that video that we put out yesterday. Want a massive thank you to everybody, and we'll continue. I'll probably one day just sort of go down through some of them comments, and yeah, just sort of the feedback we've been getting is absolutely fantastic. And yeah, so and that is, you know, like I say, we're just like normal people doing the kind of like the journey through, and if you know, like I say, if we can sort of help anybody else on that journey through kind of our experience and stuff like that, experience that we undertake on the journey, it's a good thing to do. We love it. So that is how it stands at the moment, guys, and give us a thumbs up, give us another comment on any of these issues, any other issues. There's other things I can carry on talking about. So it's got my number plate on it. So last night I actually got on the DVLA, and we've done the lift of the cherished number plate, my number plate, of this vehicle. And we've been reissued with another number to go back on the vehicle. So I'll get some number plates sorted out tomorrow and get them on the vehicle, and then we'll be getting on the Caravan Guard and sorting out the insurance a little bit, keep it all nice and legal and everything like that, keep all the paperwork up to speed on their system. And right, my battery is just about to die. So have a great afternoon, you guys, and I'm gonna cherish the last moments in my 690G, and with some of the equipment that after 5 years I've only just started to we'll have a nice hot top up. So we'll leave it there, guys. Thanks for watching, and see you next time, mighty soon.